Oh, sorry, didn't see you there. Right, okay then. Well, as you've arrived, I presume that you're ready for stage 3 in this series, so you want to learn guitar. That's excellent. How did you get on with that E major that I showed you in the second one? Well, okay, if you're still a little bit rusty, don't matter, as I keep saying over and over, practice, practice, practice makes perfect. You'll get there with it. And, well, by the signs of it, you're not doing too badly anyway, are you? Hey? No, you're not. Okay then, so I promised you last week that I would show you how to play a bar chord. And it's quite a big step on. And it's going to be quite a finger achre. I make absolutely no apologies for either. The sooner you can play a bar chord, the better it's going to be for you. And you don't want to sit there playing one chord all the time, do you? I didn't think you did. Okay, so if you've got your guitar ready, we'll crack straight on with it, yeah? Okay, so the first bar chord I'm going to show you is A major. And we start about halfway up the fretboard on the 5th fret by using this finger to bar across all the strings just behind the 5th fret. We then take this finger and we place that on the 3rd string just behind the 6th fret. Our next finger we place on the 4th string just behind the 7th fret. And our little finger, little pinky, goes on the 5th, also just behind the 7th fret. And we play all 6 strings. So take this finger and bar that across all 6 strings. So that finger needs to be led flat the whole way across the fretboard. Our next finger goes on the 3rd string just behind the 6th fret. Our next finger goes on the 4th string just behind the 7th fret. And our little finger on the 5th string just behind the 7th fret. And we play all 6 strings. So I'll just show you again. This finger bars across the 5th fret. The next finger goes on the 3rd string just behind the 6th fret. The next finger on the 4th string just behind the 7th, and the little finger on the 5th string just behind the 7th. We play all 6 strings. Now this is going to take quite a bit of practice until you can do that without muffling any of the strings. Every string needs to sound out so it can be heard. Barring across the 5th, the next finger on the 3rd just behind the 6th, the next finger on the 4th behind the 7th, and the little finger on the 5th just behind the 7th. And play all 6. Now the great thing about a bar chord is that just like the A major, I don't have to change the positioning of my fingers to play another chord. Some chords I do, obviously, minors, major 7ths, etc. But to play another major chord, I can simply move from the A to the G, and my fingers remain in exactly the same position. F, G, A, B, C, D, without having to change the position of my fingers. So we learnt one chord position last week down here, the E major, and by learning how to play a bar chord today, I can play an A major there. If I move up 2 frets or 1 tone, that is a B major. My fingers are in the same position, just at a different location on the fretboard. B, A, E. Now that is the chords, maybe a different key, but a chord progression like that is used in so many songs, a lot of blues songs, rock and roll, and rock songs today even. And probably one of the most famous songs, 3-chord songs like that, would be Wild Thing, perhaps. So as you can see, with the exception of the bottom E, once we get to the bar chord, by using exactly the same finger positioning, we're playing 2 more chords. Simply by sliding up, starting at the 5th, sliding up to the, replacing on the 7th, gives us a B major. A major, B major. And once you're comfortable playing your bar chord, you can see how easy it's going to be when you're playing bar chords to play another chord. So what I want you to do now is practice that bar chord. Your fingers will ache, your thumb and your wrist will ache. It's going to be quite a challenge, but practice, 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 as I keep saying, until you can play that bar chord. And what you can do is play the E major and practice moving from there to the bar chord position of the A. Until you get more and more fluently. In other words, what I mean by that is you can change quicker. And you will after a while notice quite a difference. When you first start, you'll be trying to get your finger there and trying to get your fingers down, but the more you practice, the quicker it will be and the more fluent you will become. And then you can practice changing from the E to the A, and maybe even up to the B, back to the A, and back to the E major again. And that's a good little exercise. And so we have it, there we are, the bar chord, and what a much talked about bar chord actually, isn't it? Good luck when you're practicing, and don't forget, practice, practice, practice. I know your finger's going to ache, I've set you a task, and you're probably going to hate me to bits, but I make no apologies. You really need to learn that bar chord. So if it just gets unbearable, put the guitar down, but go back. That's the important thing. Go back to that guitar and practice, 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 because the world needs up-and-coming guitarists just like you to make it rock. Okay, so it's Mick Cullen, and I'll catch you soon.